Hello and good evening, everybody, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to my channel. This is Sunaina with regards to another love read for the sign of Scorpio in the month of June 2019, guys. Scorpio, your love energies are on my table. I have got your cards with regards to your higher self, your heart, your soul, your past, your present physical, and also your outcome, guys. Okay, so having said that, your significant others energy in their higher self right now in the month of June 2019 is the moon card in the reverse, which is telling me this person, he or she, is under some confusion. There is a lot of fear in their higher self, wherein they are also in that mode or in the frame of mind to misinterpret many things that is happening in their love life. Basically, there is a lot of confusion right here. Okay, they're not clear about what is happening with your relationship with you, Scorpio, where they are standing with you at this point in time, what you are wanting from them, what they are wanting from you, where you guys are taking this relationship to. They are absolutely in a total state of confusion, guys, which is also in turn giving them or raising the fear situation in their higher self at this point in time. Okay, so they are not the happiest of the lot at this moment because they are also, the temperance card in the reverse is there is a lack of balance with your significant other in their higher self, guys. They're not being able to find the right balance in order to hold this. They are, they are kind of in two extreme places at this point, with their confusion, with their fear, with their misinterpretation. They are not getting a hold of their balance in their higher self. And, they are either too fearful or either too confused. There are two extreme polar ends of their higher self at this moment, at this point in time, in the month of June 2019, guys. They are not happy campers, okay? Your significant other. They're not able to find the right amount of balance to control their emotions, to control their own self fear, their confusion, because somewhere, you know, they're lacking in strength to find that middle ground in here at this point in time where they can balance their higher self energy in the rightful direction. So they are all over the place, guys. Okay, they are all over the place. They are not in one place. They are extremely confused, extremely confused, which is, of course, leaving them in a state of dilemma at this moment. Okay, now with regards to you, Scorpio, you guys are in the Six of Sword energy in your in your higher self, which is telling me that you guys are moving away. There is a transition for you at this point in time in your higher self, Scorpio. Okay, so you are leaving a lot of things behind that you feel has not given you enough happiness or has not left you with goodies in your pocket. Okay, but again, with this card, please remember that despite your sadness in leaving behind what you have to leave in the higher self, guys, please remember that moving on for you is the ideal option for your future, because if you don't do it at this moment, if you don't leave your emotional baggage behind, you are not going to find your right arena or your right place in life with your love relationship. Okay? Because I believe that life is filled with moments for me. And when you're going to be forced into letting go of things that you have become attached to, that is the place where things are challenged for you. It's challenging. And this Six of Swords is not a happy card. Definitely it's not, because it's sadness, it's emotional baggage, it's a transition that you are leaving, putting it behind you to move forward in your life. Okay? But then you have to remember that this pain is not going to last forever, Scorpio. And now it's a time for you to look ahead in the future, to see what is waiting for you on the other side of this river, where you're sailing with your boat and you're going towards the calmer water of the river or the ocean, wherever you are at this moment in life, in your higher self, guys, Scorpio. Okay? So it's definitely for me. But again, this card is telling me also that in life, these are the times that it's only the only way you can fix a problem, Scorpio, and leave it to move away to start something new. Because if you're not able to do that, you're going to get stuck in that same rut, and that rut is not going to bring you happiness. And that is the reason right now, because you're moving away to your higher self, you're also looking for directions in the way that you should move forward. Okay? What is the right approach? Where are you heading towards? Which road you're going to take from now on? Okay? Because it's very important. You're fixing yourself in a new position. You're transforming. You're transitioning, So therefore, everything that you are doing at this point in time is definitely changing your course of action, guys. So now is the time, where you're finding that life has more opportunities waiting for you. Now is the time for you, what opportunity, which road, which path you are going to choose in order for you to move ahead in the right direction, guys. Okay? That's very, very important. And that is exactly what you are doing in your higher self, Scorpio. And I think it's a wonderful transition, though it's not a very happy transition, but at the same time, this transition, as I said, is important in life for you to gain access to new roads, new opportunities, new ventures, to begin fresh, to start fresh, and to think fresh as well, guys. Okay, and that is exactly what you are doing, Scorpio, in your higher self area. Okay, now with regards to your heart energy for both of you guys have Mr. Devil in the reverse. I don't know why I call him Mr. Devil, but he is Mr. Devil. Now, when he is in reverse, both of you guys, it means that you're gaining access to your freedom, Scorpio. But it's for both of you, okay? So it is also true that with the devil in reverse, you're not controlling anymore any situations anymore. Your significant other, though that person is confused and fearful, and you with the Six of Swords, both of you, somewhere in two different set of energies, but at the same time in your heart, you're not controlling any situation anymore. You're letting it go, you're releasing it, you're gaining access to your freedom, and you're kind of in that way, you're again restoring, you're bringing back control in your heart with regards to your love situation, guys. Okay, so that is exactly what is going on with your heart energy at this point in time. But again, though in two different energies, both of you, but I take this as one single energy with regards to your love situation, as far as your heart and soul is concerned, with every reading of mine. So it tells me that even though the situation for both of you in the higher self may not be the best of the lot, okay, but you all are doing what you have to do, while at the same time in your heart, you're restoring your control, gaining access to your freedom, okay, and that is the way your heart is working with regards to your love energy. In your soul energy, guys, you've got two cards in here. You have got the hangman in here, and then you have got the three of swords in the reverse in here in your soul, which is telling me with the hanged man in here, you're letting go again. You're sacrificing, both of you in your soul. You're sacrificing your grief. Wow, that's nice. You're sacrificing your grief. You're letting it release. It's all about release for you, Scorpio, and your significant other in this period, in the month of June 2019. That's nice to see this, actually. So you're letting go of this painful part of your life, grief, suffering, sorrow, heartbreak, pain, whatever you guys, both of you, had been going through in yourself, you are letting that go from your soul. You're releasing that. You're purging. You're purging, okay? And that is what you're sacrificing at this moment. And that's why in your higher self, Scorpio, you're moving away from this Three of Sword energy. And this is in the reverse, where you two are letting go of the old stuff to welcome the new in your life with regards to your love energy, guys. Okay? Definitely. It's very good. It's actually, it may not sound to be the best, but when you look at these cards in a different way, you will know what I'm saying, because in life, like I said, you hold on to baggages and you won't be able to welcome the new. And that is exactly what you guys are doing to bring back the King of Pentacles, which is right now in the reverse for you guys. Okay? You're doing that because you want the king back in your life. Okay? You want to get rid of this greed, of this indulgence, of all the things that you were doing previously. That is something you're getting rid of to bring the king back in the real sense, in the upright position, where you will gain back the abundance, the prosperity, and the security towards your love relationship, guys. Okay, so everything that you are doing at this point in time in your higher self is letting go in the month of June 2019. Can you believe this? It's wonderful, guys. Most of the time, people keep holding on to certain things in their life, even though they know it's not working for them, but they are scared, they are afraid to let things go because they feel that by letting things go, they're going to be losing out. It's actually the contrary. When you let the old die, it's only then you can welcome the new. And most of the time, we are not able to let go of the old because we are attached. We are bonded with that. We are tied with chains to the old. And we feel insecure in letting the old go. But while doing that, we forget that if we don't let the grief die, we won't be able to welcome back our happiness in this world. But for you, Scorpio, in one sense, I'm very happy to see that. Extremely happy to see that you are letting go of things that did not serve your purpose. And, together, both you guys in the heart and soul, you're doing exactly the same way with little different energies in the higher self, but you are definitely taking care of this problem in your own way, Scorpio. Okay? Now, your past energy with regards to this love relationship is the Two of Cups in the reverse, guys, which is telling me that In the past, you had a very unbalanced love relationship, okay, with regards to your love situation here. You had tension with this person, you had broken communications, you guys were not sailing on the same boat. There was a flaw in your love life in the past energy, which is what you guys are letting go now, which is what you guys are letting go. Okay, you don't want to bring back that tension, you don't want to bring back that broken communication, you basically don't want to repeat the old pattern that you had suffered from in the past, Scorpio. Let's take a connecting card with your past and the present higher self to see what's going on at this point in time. Okay, so definitely in the past, things did not work in the way that you thought it would, and that left you high and dry, maybe for both of you guys. And that is what is happening today in the month of June 2019. You are kind of moving away from the past to welcome the new in your life. And that's kind of painful, Scorpio. It's not easy. And I agree with this. You know, when I said to you that when we remain attached with the past, it's difficult to break the ties loose. Very difficult. Very, very difficult. It's not a joke, guys, okay? But then, there you go. With your past and your present higher self, you were still holding on to that emotional baggage somewhere, you know, which was what was stopping you from becoming independent, from nurturing your desires, from nurturing yourself, from moving forward in the right direction with the Knight of Wands, okay? Taking that leap of faith towards your future in the right direction, as well as the fact that somewhere with the Hierophant in the reverse, you were also being rebellious about a lot of situation, Scorpio. Okay? So, your past and your present higher self, you know, you definitely have been going through a transition, guys. A big amount of transition. Because of this broken communication, because of this folly in your love relationship in the past, you were still holding on to that emotional baggage that you were letting go with the Six of Swords in the reverse. And that in turn was preventing you from growing and nourishing your own self desire, your own self will to find your independence, to ripen your harvest, to be the Queen of Pentacles who has everything in their possession, you know. And at the same time, it was kind of halting your progress to move forward, even though you wanted to move forward, guys. But this card with the Knight of Wands is a very slow moving knight, okay? And if you see this card in here closely, you will see the mountains in here. You'll see this man is trying to move, but there are humps, there are bumps on the road. The landscape is not very smooth, you know, and that is kind of a bumpy ride that one person can take while they're trying to cross over these humps in their life, guys. Okay, so that is what you were doing. You were trying to move forward, but you were being stopped. Every time you moved 2 steps, you came to a halt. Okay, and that kind of turned you rebellious. That kind of made you rebellious. You wanted to rebel against um, this problem, guys, okay? Because you were not enjoying it, Scorpio. You were definitely not enjoying this tension. You were not enjoying this kind of bumpy ride that was kind of stopping you from moving forward in the right direction because somebody was halting your progress and you were finding it difficult to move with the right amount of strength in yourself, guys. Okay, so that all these kind of difficult situations made you rebellious, guys. Okay, and that is the reason you started to look for new approaches to life, which you're doing in the month of June 2019. Wow. Wow. Okay, so this is what the situation is, which is connecting your past to your present higher self, guys. Okay, and now we know what happened with your love relationship in the past, which is why you have now decided that it's like enough is enough. Enough is enough. I need to call it quits. I need to look for stuff that suits me, Scorpio. I need to work for myself in order to leave things behind that did not really manifest in the right way that I wanted it to happen. Okay? Now, your physical energy in the present times is your temperance card in the physical world, guys, which is calling for a middle path with patience, of course. Okay? And also trying to find a meaning into getting everything in place in the right way, guys. That's what you're doing in the physical world in the present times, which is June 2019. You're trying to balance every situation in your life, especially your love area, to see how you can come to a point where you will be able to bring things in the or mix things in the right proportion, to balance things in the right way for your love situation, so that both of you guys can move forward in the right direction. There are too many cards. I'll have to redo this. Okay, so that's what it is for you, temperance, in the physical world, Scorpio. Okay, finding the middle path without the extreme polar ends. You want things to work out for you now. You want things to be balanced in the right proportion, not making or repeating the same mistake that you have done in the past, which halted everything that you wanted in life, Scorpio. So now you're making sure, that in the physical world, you get things in the right proportion to build yourself back and your love relationship with the right approach towards this. And that, again, you're calling for your intuition here. You're looking at the dark and the light that's connecting card between you and your higher self, your present higher self, and your present 3D. At the same time, you're trying to leave behind the grief that kind of gave you trouble in the past. And, you're finding the voice within you in the present physical world. You're finding the voice within yourself to know that it's time for you to move ahead, leaving behind the Five of Cups in here, leaving behind the grief, the pain, the suffering, the sorrow of whatever did not really work out for you before, guys. Okay, so you are doing you are actually, Scorpio, you're becoming this month of June. What I see is that you guys are definitely making things work in the right direction. You are definitely manifesting that in yourself, because you have realized that at a certain point in life, you definitely have to do what you have to do, guys. Okay, and that is, you're trying to balance, is your intuitive self and your grief, to bring things back in the right proportion in your physical world. Okay, so it's a painful process. This transition for you, Scorpio, with regards to your love relationship, is a painful process. And in your physical world, exactly that is what you are doing. you're trying to maintain and find a middle path between your inner self calling and your grief in the external world. Okay? So, internal and external, you're finding a middle ground here. Good job, Scorpio. Definitely good job. Not easy, but again, it's doable. It takes you time. So be patient, have patience, and things will work out for you in the right direction, Scorpio. Having said that, going forward, there is the magic card in here, the magician here in the upright, guys, which is telling me you're building back your willpower. You're building back your willpower, you're building back your desire, you're building back your creation, everything else that you wanted in life to manifest in the right direction for you. You're bringing it all back in this world, in the physical world, guys, which is extremely good because the magician comes to you only when magic has to happen. Okay? You're manifesting that. You're manifesting your love, your reality of love in the right direction in the physical world, guys, which is definitely an extremely good point in the story here. Because after having gone through what you have gone through or what you have been going through in the past, you're bringing things back in the right direction, guys. And you're manifesting it. Your willpower, your desire, everything that you ever wanted to happen in the real world, that's what you're bringing back in the 3D as well for yourself, Scorpio. Got 3 cards in here. Okay, let's see here. There you go. Let's see. Okay, beautiful. So how you're doing it, guys, is you are choosing your road again. You're choosing your desire. You're choosing the way to manifest this beautiful magic in your love life in the 3D. You're choosing the road to build it back all again. The 8 of Pentacles in the reverse with the 7 of Cups in the upright. Okay? To start fresh with the Ace of Wands, you're definitely creating this magic in here, guys, in the 3D. Okay? So you are kind of starting over again, Scorpio. Okay? You're starting fresh. You're manifesting your desire. You're creating and pushing your will towards this magician to bring to bring it into reality, into its fruition, to start fresh once again by having the courage, by having the motivation that you probably are lacking in right now at this point in time, but you are trying to will it back, to bring it back, to create the new beginning in your love life, Scorpio, with the Ace of Wands, the fresh beginning, the inspiration from the divine here, the spark of inspiration from divine. This is how I term this card as, okay? So, it's a little difficult for you guys because, you have 7 cups in here. So, of course, it's not easy. And that's where the magic is happening. That's where the magician is playing its role, helping you to choose the right cup in here, which is going to definitely help you to move forward in order to manifest this love situation in the right way, where it will give you back the motivation to start again, to build it back again, to have it all back in your zone, guys, because you definitely want it back. Okay, no doubt about it, Scorpio. You definitely want to bring it back. But, it's again, like I said, it's not easy, but then it's not difficult. It's doable. It takes a little bit motivation, inspiration that you are kind of lacking, but it's going to come back to you because you have got the Ace of Wands here in the upright. Wonderful. Okay. So your environment, guys, is a nine of pentacle in the reverse. Okay, that's your environment energy, which is telling me that you will have to live life in the right direction, Scorpio. You cannot spend recklessly anymore. You cannot afford to live beyond your means that you have been doing for so long, or telling stories of your false success to people, giving them a false impression about your success story, guys. So, in your environment, you will have to take care of this portion, guys. Okay, you will definitely have to manifest things in the right way with honesty, truth, clarity, sincerity, dedication, devotion, loyalty, everything, guys, everything. Because it's only then the environment will be able to help you to bring back your love in the right direction with the Ace of Cups, to help you bring back your stability, your foundation, your comfort, your security, as well as end all the troubles in your love life, guys. To put a tower moment, which is in the reverse at this point in time, because you still haven't ended the false story or the false success. You will have to end this, guys. You will have to definitely give it a tower here. Okay, and that if you don't give, you will not get back these two stuff in here. If you want these two people, if these two cards back, if you want these two people back under the altar, you will have to give a tower moment to this Nine of Pentacle in the reverse with your false success story, with living recklessly, spending your money, impulsively without thinking, letting people think that you are extremely rich, whereas your pockets are not being able to afford that richness. So that is what you need to end in order for the environment to give you back your love and your stability in the right direction, Scorpio. Please remember that, okay? Everything is linked. Everything is linked. When people say that the environment is different or that is different, nothing is different, guys. Believe me, nothing is different. Every part of your life is linked with each other, with one another. And that is how the universe works, okay? So therefore you have to remember that in your love zone, it's not only your love, but it's your environment which is supporting your love story, guys, that you have to take care to keep the environment in the right direction. Your hope and fear is that the chariot in the upright and lovers in the reverse. Your hope and fear, two major arcanas, guys, is that you should be able to move the chariot in the right direction to bring back your love and your balance in life. That's your hope. That's your fear, Scorpio, because you are going through a lot of change this month, in the month of June 2019. So, definitely, there is some amount of hope and fear, and that is what is causing you a little bit of stress, anxiety, giving you some sleepless nights in the process. And here, with your hope and fear, that you should be able to bring these two together to move the chariot in the right direction to bring your love and balance back. And that definitely is giving you a little bit of tension, sleepless nights, causing you a little bit of anxiousness, anxiety, whatever you might like to say in here with the Nine of Swords in the upright, guys. Okay, so that's your hope, that's your fear. Please keep this in mind while you're working through the energies in the month of June 2019 with regards to your love. And your outcome here is the Ace of Swords in the upright, guys. Okay, that's your outcome, which is telling me that everything that you are doing in the month of June 2019, you will definitely be able to achieve clarity. You will have a breakthrough in your vision. You will be able to have a sharp mind for you to understand this entire process. Call it spiritual, call it physical, call it metaphysical, doesn't matter. You can give it any name you want to give it. But you will have that clarity to understand, the process that you are going through is definitely a difficult process, but it's a process that is happening for your own good, Scorpio. Okay, and that breakthrough is going to come through you as an outcome towards the end of the month, because all throughout June you will be traveling through this transition. But the breakthrough of this transition and the reason why it happened, or what is the purpose behind it, will come to light again with a sudden awakening here that you will receive from the universe as a gift, as a blessing, with the Four of Cups in the reverse. Okay, because that is the kind of awakening, guys, that you will have to gather with you while you're walking and crossing through the month of June. That is the clarity you will definitely find. Along with the Knight of Cups in the reverse, guys, okay, which is telling me definitely you will go through some moodiness, some disappointment, because you're going through a lot of changes in life at this point in time. It's not easy, I told you before, right in the beginning. But again, no gain, no pain. Sorry, no pain, no gain, guys. Okay, so you will have to take this in your stride, and walk through it in the right manner, because that is going to cause you trouble. Okay, though you will receive that awakening, though you will know the purpose behind this, though you will find the clarity of every situation, but at the same time, you will go through the disappointment, the moodiness. At the same time, you have the Six of Pentacles in the reverse too, which is what you will find that you will have to let go of your power, of your domination, of the strings that you had been kept attached to. Okay, you have to let it all go, guys. And these are the awakening, these are the clarity. Through the mood swings, through the disappointment, you will find this clarity that all that you were doing before, you thought you had power over, you were trying to control, you were trying to dominate, you will have to let that go. Because nothing is in your hands, Scorpio. It's everything that the universe is directing you forward. And you're moving forward with the clarity, with the truth, with the honesty, with the sincerity, with the awakening from the universe. You're getting all the messages loud and clear that it's time for you to let those strings go. You cannot keep them attached to you anymore. And also the fact that you cannot be stingy with your give and take policies in life, guys. Okay, anything that you do further on in your life with regards to your love, there has to be an equal give and take relationship between the two of you. It's very, very important, Scorpio. So, this is your guidance for the month of June 2019. And I hope you enjoy this reading. Take care. Till then, goodbye. God bless. Khuda Hafiz. Namaste. And see you soon again.